Welcome back as we journey through math together. Now, go grab your supplies. You will need 3 dice. So go ahead and get 3 of them to start off today because we'll be starting with a game. And I'll meet you back here. Target dice, and you will need 3 of them. The first thing we're going to do is roll 2 out of the 3. I'm going to set 1 aside and roll 2 of them. My 2 numbers are 5 and 6. So I'm going to find the product of these 2 numbers. So when I say product, what am I going to do? Good. I'm going to multiply them. So 5 times 6 equals great, 30. So 30 is my target number, okay? So that's my target. Now, I'm gonna take all 3 of my dice, roll them together, and I'm gonna get, 3 numbers. So I have 3, 4, and 4. Now with these 3 numbers, I can move them around any way I want. I can't combine them. I can't make 34. So they're all individual digits. But I need to add operations in here to try to get as close to 30 as I can. So your first one might be something like, well, maybe if I multiply 3 and 4 together, and then maybe I add the 4 more, what would I get? 3 times 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16. I wonder if I can get closer to 30 than 16. I bet you might have an idea. How about if we take our 4, multiply it by 3, and then multiply it by 4? What would that give us? Would that be closer? Let's see, 4 times 3 is 12. Times 4, that's going to give us, 48. Can we get closer than that? I bet you have an idea. So anyway, try to get as close as you can to your target number. You may want to play against somebody else. So when you roll those 3 numbers, each of you will utilize those 3 numbers and use any operation. You can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, parentheses we began working with. And if you're familiar with exponents, you can even use those. Now, let's review a few of our order of operation rules before we get started with our lesson today. So can you remember what comes first with our orders of operation? Good. Hopefully you remember that parentheses, so I'm just going to draw parentheses right here. So our parentheses come first. And then next, great, our multiplication and division. Now, some of you are familiar with exponents, but we're going to leave those out for now. So first our parentheses, then our multiplication and division. And I like to write it like this. I have multiplication and division, or division multiplication, right? It does not matter which one. If our division's first before multiplication, then we'll divide and then multiply, right? They're kind of on the same playing field. It doesn't matter which one is before the other. You will do them left to right. All right. At the end, we have our addition and subtraction, or subtraction and addition. And this is going to follow the same rule as our multiplication and division. You're going to go from left to right. So have fun playing target dice, and when you're done, join me back and we will start our lesson. For our lesson today, we are going to explore with longer expressions with mixed order of operations. So we're really going to try to solve them. So let's start here. What if I gave us 10 and we're going to subtract 4 divided by 2. Then we're going to multiply it by 5. Then how about we add 3 at the end? Oh, goodness. Alrighty. So looking at this, thinking of our order of operations, what would I do first? You may have noticed that we always do our multiplication and division before any addition or subtraction. So I have division and multiplication right here. I have both. What do? I go from left to right. So I'm going to start over here with these two numbers on either side of my division. Okay, so I will be pulling all my numbers down. I'm going to bring my 10 down and my subtraction sign. And then 4 divided by 2 is, great, 2. Now I'm going to bring down my multiplication, bring down my 5, my addition, and my 3. I really want to make sure you do it step by step by step. It is so easy to make simple calculation errors if we don't write every step down. So now our operations, we have subtraction, multiplication, and addition. Great, you still know that we need to do this multiplication next. So we're going to take our 10 and our subtraction, 2 times 5, 2 groups of 5. Great, it's going to give us 10, and then we're going to add our 3. All right, we're almost there, guys. Now we have addition and subtraction. What do I do first? Well, both of them are there. We're just going to go left to right. So we're going to start here. Have 10, take 10 away, leaves us with nothing. If I had 10 cookies and I ate 10, I now don't have any more cookies. But we're going to add 3 down here. 0 plus 3 is going to give us a final answer of 3. Woo! Good job. I know it's a lot of steps, but hang in there. We're going to play with a few more of them. All right, now this one's going to be a little bit different in the fact that we're going to include some parentheses. So if I had 128, I'm going to divide it by, parentheses, 4 divided by 2. Okay, so now with this one, what did we learn? Do parentheses come first or the division? Great, parentheses are always first. So in our parentheses right here, we have 4 divided by 2. So I'm going to make sure I bring that answer down, which would be 2. Make sure I bring my division down and my 128. 128 divided by 2. If I had 128 cookies and divided them amongst 2 of my friends, how many would each of them get? I think I heard. Many of you said 64. See how that works? That's our final answer. Just make sure you do those parentheses first. All right, we're going to go further. So this time we're going to mix our parentheses and different order of operations. So let's start with 23. And we're going to subtract in parentheses 8 plus 2 times 5. How do we want to end? How about we divide by 6? All right, don't look at it all together and get overwhelmed, but let's just look at step 1. Step 1 is the parentheses, right? So we're going to do this in here first, but it looks like I need to break this up maybe into 2 steps also. So in my parentheses, what would I do first? My addition or multiplication? Yes, my multiplication is going to come before my addition. So if I do that, I'm going to underline it so I know that's what I need to do right now. I'm going to bring down my 8, and I'm going to add my 2 times 5, which is 10. And I'm going to make sure I put those parentheses back in there. Okay, make sure they come down in our division sign and our 6, our 23. Okay, so I brought everything else down. We still have parentheses, so we need to still do that first. So I'm going to bring my 23. I'm going to subtract. 8 plus 10 is going to give me 18. So now that I have 18, I do not need my parentheses anymore because I just finished that. Okay, but I do need to bring down my division and my 6. Great job, you guys, we're almost there. So now we have a division and a subtraction. You know, my division's going to come first. So let's bring down our 23, and we're going to subtract 18 divided by 6. You know that in your sleep, don't you? It's 3. So now I have 23, and I'm going to take 3 away, and it's going to give us our final answer of 20. Great job, you guys. Let's just do one more for the day, and then I'm like, let you hop in and get your other work done in your workbook. All right, everybody, here's our last one. We're going to start with 9, and we're going to subtract 5 from that. Then we're going to divide. How about let's throw in 8 minus 3. Multiply that by 2 and add 6. Woo! Alrighty, so our final complicated problem. Again, we're going to start with our parentheses right here. So let's bring everything else down. 8 take away 3 is going to give us 5. Now again, I don't need to put my parentheses back in there because I just finished all of that. So I'm just going to leave it at 5. Multiply by my 2. You see how each time I am bringing everything back down and reworking it out, okay? So you need to do that. All right, I have it as subtraction, division, multiplication, and addition. Yeah, you know, multiplication and division come first, and we go left to right. So I'm going to do my 5 divided by 5 right here. So 9 minus 5 divided by 5 is going to give us 1. Then I'm going to multiply that by 2 and add my 6. Great. All right, we have a subtraction, multiplication, and addition. You know, multiplication comes before my addition or subtraction, so this part I'm going to work out first. And even get into the habit, I would say, of underlining those steps you are doing. It'll help kind of focus you into that one area of the expression. All right, bring down our 9. 1 times 2 is going to give us 2, and then we're going to add 6. All righty. Now we have addition and subtraction. We're going to go from left to right. So let's first do our 9 minus 2, which is 7. And we're going to add 6 to it. And you guys all know, shout it out, what's 7 plus 6? 13. Excellent job today. We worked through so many of them. And you'll have a few more to do within your workbook and textbook. But have fun, and remember, underline your steps to make it easier and continue to bring everything down as you're working through it. All right? Have fun, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.